Hello. Welcome to our class of numerical control again. Today, I will introduce a kind of device in mechanical process, CNC machining center. Firstly, let's understand what CNC machining center is. We all know CNC machine tools, such as CNC lathe, CNC milling machine, CNC pipe bending machine, CNC laser processing, woodworking engraving, and so on. With the development of industry, people have more and more requirements for the products. The types and kinds of products are more and more complete, and the upgrading and elimination of products are becoming faster and faster. To meet the requirements of various products and rapid transformation, a new type of processing equipment has occurred in the machining industry, CNC machining center. Next, I will lead you to know it. The components of a CNC machining center are fundamentally identical to those of a CNC milling machine. It can be categorized into vertical machining center and horizontal machining center in terms of structure, while it can be divided into 3 axes, 4 axes, 5 axes, and lathe milling composite machining center in terms of controllable numbers of axes. Different from a CNC milling machine, CNC machining center adds cutting tool magazine and automatic tool exchange device based on the CNC. For example, I will introduce the component and structure of the vertical machining center of CY-V M850, produced by Yunnan Machine Tool Factory. It consists of machine tool body, numerical control device, tool magazine, tool changer, auxiliary device, and other parts. Among them, the main body of the machine tool is composed of the bed, worktable, column, spindle components, etc. When installing, the column should be fixed on the bed to guarantee that the requirement will be met on the verticality between the vertical rail and horizontal rail. The spindle will be installed on the column to meet the requirement of depth of parallelism between them. The numerical control device is mainly composed of a numerical control system, a servo drive system, and a servo motor. When the NC device works, the signal of the NC system will be amplified by the servo drive system, which will then direct the servo motor to work. Similar to other CNC machine tools, the CNC system serves as the brain of the machining center. All of the actions of the machining center should be directed by the CNC system. The connector between the CNC system and servo driving system is the electric part of the CNC machine tool, which is generally located on the back of the machine tool. All the directions of the CNC system will be transmitted by the electric part. The cutting tool magazine of the machining center is a special structure different from other CNC machine tools, storing some cutting tools. Its automatic tool exchange device can achieve the exchanges of the cutting tools on the spindle. Auxiliary devices are indispensable for CNC machine tools, and the commonly used auxiliary devices are pneumatic device, lubrication device, cooling device, filters removal device, and protective device. Pneumatic devices mainly provide high-pressure gas to components, such as the spindle, tool magazine, and robotic arm. Lubrication device mainly provides a continuous supply of lubricating fluid, to various moving parts of the machine tool, ensuring the sensitivity and accuracy of the moving parts. Cooling devices are mainly divided into two types: gas cooling and liquid cooling, cooling respectively with high-pressure gas and coolant to reduce the abundant heat in processing and guarantee the accuracy. Filter removal device is mainly responsible for timely sending the large amount of metal cut by the cutting tool outside the machine tool to ensure the cleanliness and normal processing of the processing area, and reduce the effect of the abundant heat in the filings on the process accuracy. The protective device mainly protects the various guide surfaces of the machine tool with the movement of the worktable and spindle, avoiding metal chips and other debris from falling onto the moving parts, such as guide rails and screws, causing squeezing, scratching, and other phenomena, and then affect the accuracy of processing. After understanding the basic structure, we will focus on analyzing the special features of machining centers that distinguish them from other CNC machine tools. Cutting tool magazine and automatic tool exchange device. We have analyzed the function of the cutting tool magazine before. There are mainly three magazines in the machining center: umbrella type, disc type, and chain style. Among them, the umbrella style and disc style tool magazine have relatively small capacity, normally equipping from 1 to 24 units, so they are used mainly in small-sized machining centers. Instead, the capacity of the chain-style tool magazine is relatively large, normally from 1 to 100 units, so it's used mainly in medium and large-sized machining centers. There are two types of automatic tool exchange device: robotic arm tool change and spindle tool change. The exchange by spindle is the action without the involvement of a machine hand. The cloak-style magazine generally uses this type, while for the plate and chain-style magazine, they exchange the cutting tools with a machine hand. After knowing the cutting tool magazine and automatic tool exchange device, let's analyze the main differences between CNC milling machine and CNC machining center. The differences between them fall on not only the structure, but also process arrangement and instruction writing. For their structures, we have mentioned that they differ in cutting tool magazine and automatic tool exchange device. For their process arrangements, it's easy to tell from the cutting tool magazine that CNC machining center has more flexible objects and a wider range of processing. For example, when processing a complex part, the original CNC milling machine requires several facilities, fixtures, and workstations to process. But if we use the machining center, we can just use the multiple cutting tools in the magazine to complete the centralized processing of multiple processes, including drilling, expanding, attacking, reaming, and milling. If it's equipped with the control of multiple spindles, it is possible to complete multiple clamping processes, or even the processing of all process contents. In terms of programming instruction, it's just because of the extra magazine and automatic exchange device of CNC machining center that the programming instruction of CNC machining center is a little more complex than that of a milling machine. Besides the mutual connection between the multiple processing and cutting tools, we should also know the related instructions of driving the cutting tool magazine and automatic tool exchange device, which we will introduce in detail in the following classes. In this class, we know the components, types, and features of CNC Machining Center, which provide us with a reasonable choice of CNC machining equipment, ensuring product quality with high speed, efficiency, and precision. Due to its high flexibility, high automation, and highly concentrated processing characteristics, machining centers have played an irreplaceable role in the research and development of single-piece, small-batch, complex parts, and new products. We need to use CNC Machining Center to contribute to China's production. Well, this is the end of the class. Welcome to focus on our class of numerical control. See you next time.